All right, so we're diving deep today into how AI is actually like shaping the development of Australian suburbs.
Okay.
And we've got a few short articles that we're going to be looking at today,
Cool.
from like Western Sydney, these growth corridors, all the way to, those neighborhoods that are expanding around Melbourne.
Yeah.
I think it's really fascinating
Yeah.
to kind of look at how
How these cutting edge
technologies,
being used
yeah, are being applied to
in these ways.
such tangible everyday
Yeah, like in the real world.
aspects of our lives.
Yeah, you don't really think about algorithms when you think about like a new housing estate,
No,
but
right.
it seems like they're playing
Yeah, increasingly.
an increasingly significant role behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So how is this all actually happening? Like, how is AI getting involved
Okay. Well,
in building these suburbs?
one of the first areas that we're seeing, this is in urban planning itself.
Okay.
So we're hearing about AI-powered modeling tools. Yeah, what can these actually do?
Well, it's really interesting is the ability of these tools to kind of look ahead.
Oh, okay.
So they analyze huge amounts of data like population trends, economic forecasts,
Right.
even environmental factors,
Yeah.
and use all this data to predict what infrastructure a new suburb will need.
So they can plan ahead, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like thinking about
Oh, wow.
anticipating, the right number of schools, the capacity of the local power grid, or even
Right.
where the best places for parks might be.
I see.
Years in advance.
So instead of just kind of looking at the past and what's worked before, they're trying to like simulate what a community might need
Yeah,
before it's even built.
exactly. And a
Yeah,
really
that's amazing.
concrete example of this in action is a technology like Nearmap AI.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Have you come across that?
Yeah, it sounds pretty sci-fi.
Yeah.
So they use aerial photography,
Correct.
and then they use AI to analyze it. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, they analyze everything from rooftops to the amount of green space in an area.
Okay, so how does that actually help with like
Right.
building better suburbs?
If we think about the rapid growth in areas like Western Sydney or the outskirts of Melbourne,
Mm-hmm.
Nearmap AI can process all these aerial images, incredibly quickly,
Right.
identifying patterns and changes that would take human surveyors
Yeah.
much, much longer to do.
I see.
So, for example, it can track the progress of construction, identify vacant land
Okay.
suitable for development,
Mm-hmm.
or even assess the density of vegetation
Wow.
to inform green space planning,
So all large scale
giving them all of these
and with impressive speed.
data points,
Yes,
essentially.
absolutely.
So it's not just about making things faster, though, right?
That's right.
It's about making smarter choices about
Smarter choice.
how we use land and
How we build
build communities,
communities.
especially when we're thinking about all the pressure.
Yeah, all the pressure on housing affordability.
Yeah.
And, just needing more places
Absolutely needing
for
more.
people to live.
Yeah, housing options in our cities.
Yeah.
Precisely. And this raises a really key point.
Yeah.
How do we create communities that are both efficient and enjoyable to live in,
Right.
given all these pressures?
And with limited space as well.
Yeah, given the pressures of population growth and limited space, exactly.
Yeah.
And so what's interesting here is that AI is offering some powerful ways to optimize land use
Okay.
and predict future needs,
Right.
potentially leading to more sustainable and well-designed suburbs.
So it's kind of like AI is giving these urban planners a crystal ball,
It is. It's pretty remarkable.
helping them to
Yeah, make better,
make more informed decisions
informed decisions.
about what our neighborhoods are going to look like in the future.
The future of our neighborhoods, yeah.
And it's not just some futuristic idea anymore.
No,
It's something that's being used right now
that's right. It's a real tool being used right now
to shape
to shape the places we call home.
the places that we live.
Yeah.
And potentially even, tackling some of these big issues
Yes, I'm
around
sorry.
housing and planning.
Housing and planning, yeah.
So it seems like data-driven insights are really now
They are
like directly influencing,
powered by AI.
powered by AI influencing
Yeah,
how our suburbs are being planned and developed.
that's the crucial takeaway for me. Yeah.
So as these AI-influenced suburbs start to like take shape,
Yeah, it makes you wonder
it does make you wonder,
what is coming next.
what's next and how are these technologies going to continue to evolve?
Yeah, how will they?
And in what other ways might they impact
Yeah, what other ways?
how we live?
How we live and interact within our communities.
Yeah, in like 10, 20 years.
In the decades to come.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting to think about.
It really is food for thought.
It is. Thanks for exploring this with me.
My pleasure.
It's been a great discussion.
Yeah, it has.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive
Thanks for having me.
into the world of AI and Australian suburbs. We'll catch you next time.
See you later.